Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. The text came in at 11:47 p.m., lighting up my wife's phone on the nightstand between us. I missed the way you looked at me when you thought no one was watching. I didn't mean to read it. I reached for the charger, half asleep, and the screen flared to life. My chest tightened before my brain caught up. I stared at the words, waiting for a punchline that never came. I set the phone back down like it was hot. My wife shifted in her sleep and murmured my name, and I felt something inside me crack, quietly like ice underfoot. For weeks before that night, I told myself I was imagining things. She'd been distant, sure, but we were both tired. Work stress. Life. That's what marriages were, right? You drift, then you find your way back. Except she'd started guarding her phone like it held her pulse. Screen face down. Notifications muted. Long errands that came with a new perfume I didn't recognize. I replayed moments like a bad highlight reel. Missed calls she explained away with a shrug. The way she smiled at messages and then wiped it clean when I walked in. The sudden insistence on privacy, said gently, like I was the unreasonable one. I asked myself first, am I jealous? Paranoid? Becoming that guy? I hated the version of me that counted minutes and memorized excuses. So I tried to be better. More present. I cooked dinner. Planned a weekend away. She kissed my cheek and said, that's sweet. The way you thank a stranger for holding the door. The next morning while she showered, the phone buzzed again. Same name. No last name. Just a first name I didn't know. I didn't open it. I didn't need to. My hands were shaking anyway. That night I asked her directly, is there something you want to tell me? She laughed too fast. About what? About us. She met my eyes, practiced and calm. You're overthinking. Overthinking. The word lodged in my throat. It had become a blanket explanation, a way to tuck my doubts into bed and tell them to be quiet. The truth came out on a Tuesday afternoon when I stopped by her office to surprise her with lunch. The receptionist smiled awkwardly and said, oh, she left early. With him. With who? Her face fell. Too late. I thought you knew. I sat in my car for an hour after that, staring at the steering wheel. When I finally drove home, my body felt hollow like I'd left something essential in the parking lot. I confronted her that evening. No yelling. Just the words laid out between us like broken glass. She cried. She didn't deny it. She said it just happened. That she'd felt lonely, unseen. She said she still loved me. Love, I learned, can exist alongside betrayal. That didn't make it easier. What hurt most were the small memories that turned sour. Movie nights where she'd been texting him under the blanket. Mornings she'd rushed out, breathless, claiming traffic. Our anniversary dinner where she'd seemed distracted, distant, already halfway gone. We tried to talk it through. We sat at the kitchen table until the coffee went cold. She took responsibility, then softened it with reasons. I listened because part of me wanted something, anything, to stitch us back together. But trust doesn't heal on command. Every time her phone buzzed, my stomach dropped. Every late night felt like a test I was failing. When I told her I wanted a divorce, she went very still. Like she'd been bracing for impact, and it finally came. Her sister showed up the next day. She knocked softly, eyes red, hands clenched together. Please, she said before I could speak. Don't do this. She made a mistake. She's broken. She needs you. I looked past her into the house that no longer felt like mine. I needed her, I said quietly. Every day she chose someone else. Her sister cried. She told me about my wife's guilt, her sleepless nights, how she swore it was over. I believed the remorse. I just couldn't live inside the aftermath. I love her, I said. But I can't stay married to someone I don't trust. That was the hardest truth of all. The divorce was quiet. No screaming, no lawyers sharpening knives. Just signatures and boxes and the slow erasing of a shared life. Some nights I still reach for my phone, half expecting a message from her. Some mornings I wake up relieved by the silence. What I learned is this. Love isn't just how deeply you feel. It's how carefully you protect the person who trusts you. And when that trust is broken, walking away isn't weakness. Sometimes it's the only way to keep what's left of yourself intact. I didn't stay. And for the first time in a long while, I'm learning how to breathe again.